Welcome back, grade 11. Nice to be with you all once again, and I hope we are all doing good. I know sometimes you are feeling too bored, too much of work, assignment, this and that, but still, this is going to be our energy, and till we meet, we have to continue our learning. I do not want, none of us want China to stop learning and education in India. So we have to continue learning and let us keep our chin up. Right? Let us do our best, whatever we can. So today I'm going to start with tenses, a very, very important topic in our writing skills section. Because tenses become an important factor when we are writing long answer questions, whether it is in prose or the literature section C, or it is an article writing topic, or it is a story writing topic, or it is a debate writing topic. Tenses are very, very important, right? So here we are going to take a short revision on tenses that we have learned, we have covered so many times, right? Tenses have come from the word or the Latin word tempus. Tempus means time, right? So tenses will always try to highlight the situation in your timeline. You must be already aware of timeline that we have, that we share on our social network. We have got our own timeline. So whatever is shared on the timeline, that timeline, I am going to describe in the form of past, that has been already over, that is over, present, that is going on, and your future, that is expected to happen. So tenses are the form taken by the verbs, right, to show the time of an action or the state of an event. I am not going to see any changes in the subject or the predicate of a sentence. Where I am going to locate on, where I am going to focus on the verb. So, we have got three kinds of tenses, and the this verb form takes the past form, the present form, and the future form according to the tense that is required in the sentence. So only the verb form will change, not the subject, not the predicate, right? Each of these tenses, like the present tense, past tense, and the future tense, have got four members, okay, individually, and they are four persons, that is for each tense. So present tense, past tense, and future tense all have got four members under them. They are the heads of four members, or sub forms, you can say. I will not decorate too much, so it will be difficult. If I am decorating too much, it will be difficult. So each tense has got four parts or four members. What are they? First one is indefinite, right? Second one is continuous or imperfect. The third one is perfect. And the fourth one is perfect continuous, right? So, what are these four members actually describing? Right, I am just naming the four members, Ram, Shyam, Jadu and Madhu. But who are they? What are they? We are going to learn here. We have learned before. I am again telling, I am not going to teach you anything new. Whatever we have learned, we are going to just revise. So let us start with understanding the indefinite tense. The indefinite tense is used to describe regular habitual actions, right? And it does not describe whether the action is finished or not finished, right? In the sense, I go, she goes, he reads religious books, right? They love to play football. So, all these sentences are examples of indefinite tense because they are showing regular actions. It is not understood from the sentence whether the action is over and the sentence is stating about something that is already over. It is just a regular action stated. I go, he goes, he loves to read, religious books. These are all habitual actions. So any indefinite tense will state or describe habitual action. I am moving on to continuous tense. It describes what kind of action? An action that is still continuing, unfinished action. Right? And with the verb, we add ing. She is playing, ing added to the verb play. She was playing, ing added to the verb play. So we are continuing with that action. The person, when we continue or we were continuing, that time it becomes continuous with the addition of 3 letters ing to the verb. Right? I hope we are going good. Right? Now perfect tenses. Perfect tenses describe a finished action. Perfect tenses describe a finished action like I have completed my work. Right? I had completed my work yesterday. Whenever I am saying about yesterday, so I am changing that have to had. I had completed my work yesterday and I have completed my work just now. So these are whenever we are using have or had to describe any finished work, I am describing perfect tense. Right? Moving on. Perfect continuous tense. What is perfect continuous tense? To combine the complete tenses with the incomplete tenses. Complete tense, perfect tense, incomplete tense, indefinite tenses. To describe an action that was in progress and then finished. Getting confused? Look at this example. You have been playing that time. You have been playing that time. Have becomes a part of complete tense. Okay, finished means you have been playing and you have been playing. Have. Perfect tense, I am taking have to describe the perfect form of the verb. And playing, why did I take it? Because I would like to describe perfect continuous tense. So whenever I am adding ing to the verb to describe a continuing action, an unfinished action, that time I'll be using ing and I will say have been playing. I had been working when you came. Supposing you had come to my house yesterday. That time I was doing my work. Right. So the work was unfinished. I was doing my work at that time. So to describe yesterday's work, what perfect tense, which one I have to use? Had. Whenever I am describing something about yesterday, I am using had. So I had, been working. I was doing my work. I was continuing with my work when you had come. Right? So it is becoming what? Perfect continuous tense. Continuous is because of ing and perfect is because of have and had. Right? To describe any unfinished action at that point of time when we are combining perfect tense with the unfinished action. Right? So, now today I am going to take a recap or revise further on only present tense. Only present tense. Our past tense and future tense will be done in our next classes. Right? Only present tense we are going to do today. So, we are going to see present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So, present indefinite, any habitual action, just a revision I am sharing, any condition that is occurring at the moment. I write, I go, I sing, she writes, she goes, she sings. Any habitual action, right? It is in present indefinite tense. The sun rises in the east, present indefinite. The water flows flows down, you can say. So the water is the water flows down, okay, from the mountains. I am adding more to make the sentence sound complete. The water flows down from the mountains. So habitual, this is habitual, right? Any habitual action or any situation that is going on at the moment is known as present indefinite tense, right? Moving on, present continuous. Present continuous emphasizes on the continuing nature. ing nature will be there. Continuing nature of any action, of any event or any condition. I am playing, I am teaching, right? I am writing. So these are all present continuous. He is studying, they are studying, right? So these are all present continuous tenses, right? Examples, okay? Now moving on to present perfect, used to describe an action that began in the past and was what was in the past and continues in the present, okay, and maybe it has just been completed. That action which was continuing in the present has just been completed. That is present perfect tense. How? I had began writing some time ago, or maybe I have begun teaching some time ago. So I can say that I have finished my teaching now. So I have finished, which I had begun just now. So I have finished my teaching now. And the present perfect form will be have. In case it is singular, she has or he has, right? Or it has. In case it is plural, they have, right? So in case we have to see that subject and the verb has to tally. If you have to focus on that, we need to see whether the subject is singular or plural, and then accordingly we have to put the present perfect form, have or has, right? Moving on to the last one, teaching is almost done. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous means an action which has begun in the past. It has begun in the past and it has begun in the past and it is still continuing. Actions that have begun in the past and is still continuing into the present. I am still teaching. So I have been teaching for a long time. I have been teaching for a long time, or I have been teaching for last 15 minutes. She has been playing for a long time, or she has been studying for a long time. So that is all for understanding the various four forms of present tense. We have to check the verb along with the subject, and please alter the verb form accordingly. If the subject is plural, you have to see whether you are using a verb that is matching is, are, whatever, have, has, whatever, right? And then we have to take care of the grammatical part in the sentence, right? So that is all. Take care of yourselves. Wish you a nice day. Stay blessed, children. Love you.